Are we ready to have some fun? Yeah. Woo! Woo! Or as I say, yeehaw! All right. So thank you everybody for coming. This has just turned out to be a great event. Thank you so much for coming, and I want to introduce to you our entertainer for the evening. This is Harold Boydston, Sr. And in his youth, he was a real Colorado cowboy. Wow. And he has had a lot of adventures in his life. One of the others being that he was an entertainer at Knott's Berry Farm for a while. 15 years. Wow. So, and he has had just the little snippets that I've learned about him. He has had such an interesting life. So I know that he is going to have some stories for us. He is going to sing for us. He has a beautiful guitar up here that is the special one that he brought just for us. And he also plays the mandolin, the violin. What all instruments do you play? What all instruments do you play? Absolutely. So he is multi-talented. He is here to entertain us. So give him a big hand.
Don't get your expectations up too high. I haven't done this for a long time. I'll do the best I can for you.
We are a crowd who loves you, so whatever you do, we are going to be happy. Yes.
My fingers don't want to go where I want them to. A cowboy song from years ago. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a cowboy in the worst way. I rode everything that had four legs. And I kept it up till every time I could find something, I would ride it. It was a good life. And I can't hear you out there. You'll have to let me know if you needs to be louder, if you need to hear the guitar. The cowboy songs told a story, and some of them were happy, some of them were very sad, and I'll have a few to tell you about. I was hanging around town, wasting my time, out of a job and not earning a dime. When up stepped a man and he said, I suppose that you're a bronc buster by the looks of your clothes. I said, you figures me right, I'm a good one I claim. Do you happen to have any bad ones to tame? He said, I've got one that's a bad one to buck, and to throw in good riders, he sure had the luck. He said this old pony has never been rode, and the guy that steps on him is bound to be throwed. I get all hit up and I ask what he pays if I ride that old pony for a couple of days. Well, he offered me a 10 spot and I said, I'm your man. The broncs never lived it that I couldn't fan. The broncs never lived or ever drew breath that I couldn't ride till he starved plumb to death. Well, he said, get your saddle and I'll give you a chance. We got in his buckboard and rode to the ranch. I waited till morning, then right after Chuck, I went out to see how that outlaw could buck. Out in a horse corral, standing alone, was a sleepy old pony, a strawberry roan. He had little pin ears all split at the tips, with a big 44 brand upon his left hip. He was spavined all around, and he had pigeon toes, little pig eyes, and a long Roman nose. He was ewe-necked and old, with a long lower jaw, and I knew at one glance he was a regular outlaw. I buckled on my spurs, I was feeling plumb fine, pulled down my hat and I curled up my twine, throwed my loop on him, and I knew right then, if I ride this old pony, I'll sure earn my 10. I put on the blind, and it sure was a fight. Next come the saddle, and I screwed her on tight. I stepped upon him and lifted the blind, and I right in his middle to see him unwind. Well, he bowed his old neck, and I'll say he unwound. He seemed to quit living down there on the ground. He went up to the east and came down to the west, with me in his middle just a-doing my best. Well, he was sure frog walking, and I heaved a big sigh. He only liked the wings for to be on the fly. Turned his old belly right up to the sun, for he was a sun-fishing son of a gun. Now I'll tell all you folks that old pony could step, but I'm right in his middle just a-building my rep. He lit on all four and he turned up his sides. I don't see how he kept from losing his hide. He's the worst bucking outlaw I've seen on the range. He could turn on a nickel and give you some change. While he was bucking, he squealed like a shoat. I'll say that old pony, he sure got my goat. Well, I loses one stirrup and then went my hat. I'm clawing for leather as blind as a bat. With a long leap and jump, he made a high dive, left me sitting on nothing way up in the sky. Well, I turned over twice, then I come back to earth, and I lit there to cuss in the day of his birth. And I'll bet all my money there's no man alive can ride old Strawberry when he makes that high dive. Oh, that strawberry roan. Oh, that strawberry roan. They say he's a tough one that's never been rode, and the guy that steps on him is bound to be throwed. Boys, stay off that strawberry roan.